Assalamu alaikum. May peace be with you. Welcome back, guys. I hope you are doing well. Thanks for watching this video, first of all. And if you've been watching this site-to-site VPN series and trying to build this lab with me, so we have seen that we have configured so far both sites. And in this video, we are going to test this VPN and see that if it is working, and if it's not working, then we'll try to do some troubleshoot. And this video will help you to try and learn how to troubleshoot a VPN for SRX series firewall and along with ASA firewall. So let's start. So first of all, we need to go to actually test some, we're going to do some ping from this host. So where we have configured this VPN, this host can reach, we're trying to reach to this host sitting behind the ASA firewall. And let's go to this host and try a ping and try to reach and see that if the VPN comes up, and if it doesn't, then how we can check that status. So I have just taken some snapshot of the same topology so that while we're doing this troubleshooting, we have topology in our right in front. First of all, let's check that if the IP is configured. Yes, that's correct. And gateway, let's try to ping its gateway. Yes, it can ping its gateway. Now let's test the VPC4. And test the gateway as well, if you can ping its gateway. Yes, the both can ping. And now let's try a ping from VPC5 to 192.168.1.50, the IP address for this host. Miss the ping. Right, so it doesn't work. Okay, so let's go and check that if what is the status of our VPN tunnel. So if the tunnel is up, it should have been working. So for that, we need to, let's test first of all our SRX firewall, if there is any um, status of the VPN. To check the status, we can check both phase 1 and phase 2. The way the VPN comes up, we have already seen that we configured the phase 1, we configured the phase 2. The first in phase 1, the ASA authenticates each other, the pairs, and then in phase 2, actually the tunnel comes up. So let's go and check. So the command that we need to use here to check the status is show security ISE, security associations. Right, we can see there is some uh, details, and the state, we can see it's telling us it's down. You can see there is initiators cookie, and the respondent cookie is all 0. There is nothing available. And the remote address is trying to build this VPN, but it's down, and I don't see respondent cookie. That means this straightway tells me that ASA has not sent its cookies, so SRX firewall is not able to reach to or is not receiving any response. So let's check that. What does it say? So because we don't have the phase 1 up, so there wouldn't be any security association for phase 2, which we normally check with this command, show configuration, security IPsec, and then security association. Oh, sorry, not configuration, just remove this configuration because I'm not checking the configuration. Right, so there you can see there is none. So to check the issue, we can also use this command, show IPsec, and then we can use show security IPsec and inactive tunnels. So this will actually show us the reason. We can see the tunnel is down, no response from here. That means it's trying to build this VPN, but ASA is not sending any response or any packet back. So the way that it initiates, it sends the packet ASA on UDP 500 to start this negotiation to build this VPN, and then expects back the this proposal from ASA, which at the moment we cannot see it's coming back. So let's go to our edge firewall and we'll try to ping, and we see that if we have a connectivity, so the way this packet is going, you can see we have configured this NAT. So this ASA sends the packet on UDP 500, which gets to the edge firewall. Then edge firewall do a NAT for this IP address, and then send it to ASA. And ASA sees the packet as sourced from 197.168.10.10, right? And then sends packet back to uh, this edge firewall. And then once this edge firewall receives the packet, and it sees that it was basically sent by the core firewall, and it was translated onto this IP address, and it's the response for the same flow, then it translates back that uh, source address to the destination address to the core SRX firewall. So let's go and check on our edge firewall. First, the basic connectivity. Let's ping our ASA firewall. That is 188.184.131.2, 188.184.131.2. So we can ping. We have a reachability, and let's go to ASA. Let's ping 168.64.10.2. Yes, we have reachability. The bot can reach. So if I try to ping the IP address that we are using for, let's say, this 197.168.10.10, so basically that's the IP address this ASA receives to build this VPN. So if we try to ping this, it will not work because so you can see that it failed, but it doesn't mean that if it's failing, so our VPN will not come up, because the ASA cannot uh, ping this address anyway, because we have not allowed that IP ping to this IP address. But we know that there is a connectivity between these two, because ASA can only see this firewall, right? So ASA can only see this firewall, and we have tested that connectivity. That is working, so it should work. It should come up the VPN. Yes, there is one thing that we need to make sure that this router right here, it knows that where this IP address lives, because this is important. Because if the ASA when ASA gonna respond, let's say the ASA has sent the the packet, the very first packet, to destin this IP address. So it comes to SRX firewall. SRX firewall is going to NAT on this IP address and then send it to its default gateway, which is this one. And then this router knows where the 188.188.84131.2 lives. It's directly connected, so it's going to send packet to this very first packet that arrives. So once that arrives, the ASA is going to prepare the response where the destination IP is going to be this IP, right? So destination IP is going to be this IP, and then it's going to send it to its default gateway, which is this one, right? So over here, this router should know where this IP address actually lives, right? It should have a route. To verify this, let's go on this router and check that if this has a route to this network, this subnet. Let's go and check on this ISP uh, that this ISP has the route. Okay, so to check that, show IP route. So over here you can see we have 164 is directly connected in there, but we don't have any route for 197.168.10.10. So basically the ASA is probably sending the packet to the router, but the router doesn't know where to send this packet. So let's add this route. So this route is important. Uh, let's go and add this route. Top is going to be our edge firewall. That is 168.64.10.2. And then check again. Now you can see we have this route here. And now let's go and check our SRX and ASA firewall. So to check on ASA, the security association and phase 1 and phase 2, the command that we can use is show crypto IK. We are using a version 2, so IK version 2 and then SA. Right, so still there is no SA. And if there is no phase 1, so there will be no phase 2. For phase 2, you can check IPsec SA. Right, so let's go back on our firewall and see that if we have DIC and SE security association, still we don't see anything. And show security IC, sorry, IPsec and inactive tunnel. Total inactive tunnels is there is none. Okay, right, still. So probably we need to do some further troubleshooting, and for that we need to actually check the debugs. Let's go on ASA and see that. Okay, so it's still, we don't see anything. So to start the debug, we can use the command on ASA, that is show debug and crypto IC version 2, and then protocol, we give the level, so we can give any number from 0 to 255. So I'm gonna use let's say 115 so that okay. And now let's try again. So we don't see still anything, though I have debug enabled, but I don't see any debugs. That means uh, I'm not receiving any packets from the SRX firewall. Over here, let's check again. None. Okay, we have now some activity. Once we did the ping, you can see the debug has started. Uh, let's go to the very beginning and start reading back. Okay, this is where we started. Okay, right here you can see that in the packet received from this IP address, right? So this is the very first packet, and this is the 500 port. So this is SRX has sent the packet. SRX has sent the packet, the very first packet on 500, and then you can see ISA in it. So it has initiated, right? So let's go and see that it has right here. You can see this is the proposal. This is our encryption authentication, and this is Diffie-Hellman group. Okay, so notify payload NAT detected. It's behind NAT. All right, so this is the initiator SPI and the respondent SPI. Right. Okay. So let's carry on. So this is the SA timer started. All right, here we can see our wait authentication. It's waiting for the authentication. It has started IC auth exchange, and right here these are the all right, we just carry on checking. Pair identity, you can see that it has detected that it's behind NAT, and it can now see the identity, the IP address of the pair. Okay, so here we can see it's trying to verify the pair, right? And then verifying pair authentication data, user appreciate key for ID, this, and computed authentication value pair differs from sent. Okay, the fail to authenticate the IC SA. It is failing to authenticate the the pair. So authentication failed. So it looks like it's the mismatch is between the keys. You can verify that if we have the keys that we have provided, they are correct. Right, to check that key, first of all, we need to uh, come out from this debug To end this debug, the command that we can use is on ASA no debug all. So this will stop the the debug. And one more thing that probably you don't want to do this on the live firewall, because on this ASA you can see there is only one VPN that we created, but on the live firewall there might be hundreds of VPN, so you might not be able to even see any issue. So for that, actually you can filter this uh, debug and you can apply this command, that is debug and then crypto condition and then pair, and here you can give the IP address of that specific VPN pair that you are going to debug. So that way you will only see the packets for that particular pair, rather just seeing the packets for all the pairs and the VPNs available. So doing this on the live firewall might be critical. All right, so we were checking the key. So to check the key, the command that we can use is more, because if we do show running config, it will not show us the key. Show running config, and if I say including key, we can see it's showing the key as static, but if you want to see in a clear text, you need to use command more and then system running config, and then here you can use including key. Right, so you can see that the key we have is Cisco 123. Let's go and check on our SRX firewall if the key is. Similarly, if you try to check the key over here, it will not work. I'll show you. Let's say if I want to check the key, so for that I need to use the command show configuration and security IK IK display set, then match pre-shared key. Okay, so match, let's say key, let's check all the config. Alright, so because we are on a wrong firewall, that's why it's not showing. There is no IPsec config. Alright, so let's copy this and we go on our core firewall. Alright, here you can see here it says, so we're not able to see the key. So for that, the command that we can use is we can use the command request system, and then if you do question mark, should be decrypt. So this is the command that we can use here, decrypt the password, decrypt, and question mark again, password, and then we need to give the encrypted password right here. So let's copy this password, and then if you press enter, so there you go, it's decrypt the password. All right, so we can see here we have some mismatch over the key. Our ASA, we have given the all in small letters, whereas on our firewall we have given Cisco as capital letter. Let's go and change this key, configure and set. You can copy the command from the top, the same command, set security right? And then Cisco 123, and then finally commit. Right, so now both keys are matched. Let's see that if now the VPN comes up. Let's go back to our ASA firewall and let's check again. Show crypto IKE version 2 SA. Alright, so we can see some SA here now. Before we were not able to see this. That means key has worked and the state is ready and the role is respondent. That's really good. So we can see here all these encryption, hashing, that's all fine. We can see that local selectors, traffic selectors are selected as well. That's good sign. Now let's see if we can see that crypto phase 2 IPsec SA. Alright, so that's up as well. Okay, so I can see now this is alright, so this is up too, and it should work now. Let's go to our VPC 5 and let's ping again. Alright, yes, this is working. That's good sign. Let's go and check on our firewall. Show security IKE SA. Sorry, not SA. This is SE, Security Association. Alright, so we don't have any security association here. So how come that is working? Probably, I think I pinged a wrong IP address. This is, we said, show IP. Okay, so this is 100. Let's say minus -t, start a continuous ping. Alright, okay, so yeah, again, I was checking at the edge firewall. Apologies, wrong firewall. So this is the firewall. Then show security IKE, security association. Right, say here we can see this is now status is up. We should be able to see now phase 2 IPsec. Yeah, we can see these both associations are up. Right, so yeah, so that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have any comments and questions,